following video is sponsored by DraftKings Sportsbook.
The fall chill is in the air, but the action is still hot on the field. That's why I've partnered with DraftKings Sportsbook, an official partner of the NFL, and they've got you covered. New customers can bet just $5 and get $200 in bonus bets instantly. It's that simple. Download the DraftKings app now and sign up using my promo code Philly500. That's right. New customers bet just $5 and get $200 in bonus bets instantly. And listen, if you like to play around with different bets and have more skin in the game, try same game parlays where you combine multiple bets from the same game for a shot at even bigger payouts. And listen, if sports betting is not yet available in your state, no problem. You still can get in on the action using DraftKings Daily Fantasy Sports. Remember, download the DraftKings Sportsbook app now. New customers, use my promo code Philly500 to bet just $5 on any wager and get $200 in bonus bets instantly. That's promo code Philly500 only at DraftKings Sportsbook.
Once again, I'd like to thank DraftKings Sportsbook for sponsoring today's video. And remember, use promo code Philly500. Bet $5, get $200 instantly in bonus bets. But that's promo code Philly500.
So the Eagles try to take it to 5-0 this week, but before they do that, they're going to have to go up against the Rams and the return of Cooper Kupp, guys who are breaking out like Pakua Nakua. But fear not, because this Eagles defensive line is about to have a feast day. And I also think this is going to be a big day for DeAndre Swift. Still stinks. Yo, by the way, kick Dingbat here. Hope everybody's having a great day. Hope you guys are doing well. Be hanging in there. You smell that? You smell that? Oh, that smells glorious. That's the smell of 5-0. And the Eagles are on the verge of 5-0. They just got to get by the Los Angeles Rams. And I got to tell you, I think the Los Angeles Rams could be the toughest matchup the Eagles have had so far. It is not going to be an easy game, I do not think. But the Eagles, they have the guys to get it done. Now, before we get into all of it, if you're new to the channel, you like the content, make sure you hit that like button. More importantly, make sure you subscribe to the most censored, the most throttled, pause, Eagles content creator in all of the internet. And if you've been subscribed for a while, I just want to thank you so much for all the support you give to me. It truly means a lot. Now, this game, to me, perhaps is the toughest game for the Eagles this season, okay? And the reason I say it is it's very hard to get to 5-0, okay? And the difference between 5-0 and 4-1, I think, is enormous. Okay, it is. And you know you're going to get every team's best already because you're the NFC champions. And now you're one of two undefeated teams. The Rams would love nothing more than to beat the Eagles. To the Rams, this is a real test for them to see where they are in terms of making the playoffs and being a playoff team. They are going to be ready for this game. They are going to be very up for this game. And the Eagles are going to have to match them in intensity. It's just the way it is. Really, when I look at it, it's not about what the Rams can do. It's about what the Eagles can and cannot do. What will the Eagles do in terms of adjustments? What will the Eagles do in terms of, taking it to the Rams? But before we get into that, I want to talk about this injury report for the Eagles. So here's the injury report today for the Eagles. Defensive tackle Fletcher Cox, as many of you guys know, he is out this game. He is going to be out this game, and that we're going to talk about what that means for Jordan Davis and especially Jalen Carter. Guard center Cam Jurgens' foot, he's out for this game. No surprise. Nicholas Morrow, personal, he did not practice. I don't know where he is, but it sounds like it's not going to be an injury thing. He should be good to go. Marlon Tulupu, triceps, did not practice. He's out. Safety Sidney Brown, hamstring. He is still out. Questionable is Britton Covey. Justin Evans, neck. full practice. Quez Watkins, full practice. So it looks like we're going to get Justin Evans. Looks like we're going to get Quez Watkins back. And hey, listen, I think that's very good news for the Philadelphia Eagles. I definitely do. Will Quez Watkins be the third string receiver? I highly doubt it. Highly doubt it. And as far as the Rams injury report goes, Cooper Kupp has been activated from the IR. So we are going to have to face Cooper Kupp. Now, the question with Cooper Kupp is, how many reps will they give him? How much will he actually play? Will he be at 100%? We might catch him on a day where he's just coming back. They're just working him in slowly, so maybe he doesn't get a bunch of snaps. But make no mistake, Cooper Kupp scares the crap out of me. Okay? The other thing is their offensive lineman, their left tackle, Joe Noteboom, is out. So they're going to be without their left tackle. And I actually think that's a big loss for the Rams because the big advantage I see for the Eagles, and we'll just start with it, is I think the defensive line matchup for the Eagles defensive line against the Rams offensive line is advantage Eagles all day long. Stafford has been hit a lot. There's been a lot of pressure on him. And you know what the plan is going to be for the Rams. We know this going in. It's going to be like every other team's plan against the Eagles defense. Get rid of the ball quickly, like within 2 seconds. Get rid of it. Take advantage of the cushion the corners are going to give you. And take the easy throws that they give you, because the Eagles are going to be so concerned about anything getting behind them. And that's what they're going to do. They want to get rid of the ball. 1, 2, go. 1, 2, boom. 1, 2, boom. That's what Stafford's going to do. And, with weapons like Cooper Kupp, he's playing. Now this kid, Puka Nacua, right? This kid is on a record-breaking pace right now. He's got 39 catches, 501 yards, caught a overtime touchdown game winner, I believe, last week. This kid is off to a great start. Where the Rams find these receivers, I don't know. But Puka Nacua has been really, really good. And if you look at what the Eagles, and then they got with their tight end Higbee, you look at the weapons the Rams got in the passing game. This is what scares me. This is what I'm worried about. Stafford is going to go 1, 2, get rid of that ball. Get rid of the ball quickly so the defensive line can't get pressure. And then they're going to just take advantage of how the Eagles play the receivers. I really think, and I really want to see if Sean DeSai actually goes out and actually, makes adjustments. Play a little more man. Play a little more press. Okay? Look, he did blitz last week versus Washington, and Morrow had 3 sacks because of it. That's great. But you got to also play your corners up more. Okay? If it's 3rd and 3, do not keep your corners 8 yards back. Cooper Kupp, Nacua, they will kill you. They will kill you with the 3-yard pass and run for another 5 to 8, 10 yards. They'll do that all day. They'll kill you on the slants. They'll kill you in all those areas. The Eagles' corners are going to have to play up at times. I'm not saying it has to be every down, but you're going to have to play up. Okay? You got to. So, to me, when I look at this game from the Eagles' defensive standpoint, to me it's about, first of all, did your defensive coordinator make any adjustments? Is he adjusted to what the offenses are doing? Because we're going into week, 5, and so far, the first 4 weeks, he hasn't adjusted to anything that the quarterbacks and the other teams' offenses have done, and they all keep doing the same thing. Quick passes, get rid of the ball really quick. Until you change up how your corners are playing, a little more man, a little more press, they're going to keep doing it to you. So let's see if he adjusts. Okay, the thing that I love about the Eagles and the matchup that they should take advantage of is that defensive line. Jalen Carter is going to get a lot of snaps this week. Jalen Carter could have a monster game. If Sean DeSai makes the right adjustments and gives this defensive line a chance to get home, I think you could see Jalen Carter with a breakout game, maybe 2 sacks, something like that. I think Jordan Davis could have a big game. Fletcher Cox not being there, it does hurt us. It does. But I have enough faith in Jordan Davis and Jalen Carter. I have enough faith in those guys that they'll be able to hold it down. What they need is they need the help of their secondary. Okay, Bradley Roby is expected to start already in the slot this week. So we'll see how the Rams want to attack him as well. To me, this is about coaching. It's about coaching. You have the talent. You have to coach the right game. You have to make the proper adjustments on defense. If the Eagles do that, if the Eagles press up a little more, play a little more bump and run, maybe bring in some blitz, and Stafford is forced to hold that ball a little longer, the Eagles are going to kill him. They're going to kill him. And he's already banged up, okay? He's got, I think, a hurt hip. He'll get banged up. So I overall, in the course of this game, I like the defensive line. I like the chances that they wear out the Rams' offensive line. I'm not really concerned about the Rams' running game at all. Nobody has really been able to run on us, and I expect that to continue. The thing is going to be the short passes, the quarterback getting rid of the ball quick. Does Sean DeSai make any adjustments? To me, this is on the defensive coordinator this week. We've had 4 weeks of teams doing the same thing to you, and you have not made adjustments. It's time to make it after last week and what happened with Washington. Now, when you look at the Eagles' offense, the Rams' defense has been pretty decent against the pass. They have been decent against the pass, but you can run on them. I believe this is a DeAndre Swift game. I think the Eagles come out there. I believe they run the ball, and I believe running the ball will win this game. The Rams, look, Aaron Donald, great player. They have a pretty good defensive line. You will have opportunities to run the ball, even for Jalen Hurts. Okay, Richardson last week had a lot of yards on the ground. I think Hurts could have the same thing, but I think you need the running game to work this week. I think with the running game working, it'll open up the pass game, and I think that's how you beat the Rams. I think the Eagles. I think DeAndre Swift is going to have a huge game. I think he's going to have like 130 yards, something like that this week. The passing game seems to be clicking. It seems to be starting to go. The Rams, secondary has been pretty good this year, but I don't think they have gone up against receivers like the Philadelphia Eagles. So I think the Eagles offense will move the ball. I think you're going to see them run the ball really well versus the Rams. And I think because of the offense and defensive line, both advantages I give to the Eagles, I think at the end of the day, they wear out the Rams. And I think this game will be close. I think it'll be close into the third quarter. And I think the Eagles will pull away. And all of a sudden, we'll be sitting there with about 5 minutes left to go in the fourth quarter. Wow, this game turned out not to be close at all. Eagles pulled away. I think that's what we'll see. I expect the Eagles to go 5-0. When I think about predictions for this game, I think the Eagles are going to win 31-20. That's my final score of this game. I think early on, I think the Rams are going to come out. They're going to be pumped up. They're going to want to test themselves against the Eagles. They're going to do a lot of quick, short passes. Hopefully, DeSai makes those adjustments. Expect a big game from Jordan Davis and Jalen Carter. And then I think as the game goes on, I think the Eagles' lines start to wear them out. Got the Eagles going to 5-0, and we'll be smoking a stogie that game. After that game, just a reminder, Sunday, I am doing the Eagles or the Giants game in the morning, or in the morning for me, afternoon for you guys. So 1 o'clock Giants game. Then we got the 4 o'clock Eastern Eagles game. Then we got the Dallas-San Francisco game. I think the Giants will lose this week. I don't think anybody thinks any different. And then I think the 49ers beat the Dallas Cowboys. So the Eagles, if they can get to 5-0, you're looking at a team that is already 2 games ahead of everybody else in the division. Very important. It's a big game for the Eagles. It's a chance, I think, where you're going to have the NFC East. Everybody lose again this week. And if the Eagles win, the Eagles will be sitting 2 games up early on, which is what we need. But really, to me, what this game is going to come down to, because the talent is there for the Eagles, but it's the coach. Does Sean DeSai? Because I think it comes down to the defensive coach and how he plays the Rams. If you can't get to Stafford and he's throwing and he's killing you, you're in big trouble. You're in big trouble. You got to get to Stafford, but he's going to try to get rid of the ball quick. And you got to change how you're playing in your secondary. Just my thoughts, just my opinions. With that said, take care. Talk to you later. Of course, don't be a dingbat. Remember, it's how we vision, baby. We're all just living in it. So trades are starting to happen. If you notice, Chase Claypool goes to Miami. Miami, just like they needed another weapon, they just got another weapon. So things are starting to happen, and I expect the Eagles, I expect the Eagles to make some moves. I think we have till the 31st of October, so there's still time. But I think the Eagles are going to make a move. It's just a matter of what and when. If I had to guess position-wise, I think it would be the safety position. The Eagles need to upgrade the safety position. You got Sidney Brown, he's still out. Justin Evans, he's hurt. And then when Sidney Brown can play, the Eagles act like they don't know if he's ready. He's ready to be the full-time starter. So if that's the case, then go get yourself a bridge safety for 1 year. Try to pull a Buda Baker. Preferably, I'd rather have Jeremy Chin because he's younger and maybe I could sign him long-term. But if you don't even want to sign him long-term and you just want him for the rest of the year, I'll do that too. Denzel Washington out.